With HEX in particular, once your income passes that repayment threshold of around $48,000, a percentage is automatically deducted from your servicing to go towards your HEX debt. Now, the bank's regular has flagged some changes here, but it's not yet happening. So I'm basing this as at the bank's assessment today. Now, for payment buffers and your credit cards weren't enough, banks also factor in your living expenses. These are used either using the housing expenditure measure, HEM, or they'll actually look at your statements and look at what you're spending on food, electricity, utilities, private health, all that fun stuff. And the more you spend on this stuff, the less money is left over to pay for your loan and the less money you can potentially borrow. So for a bank to work out how much you borrow, they're going to combine the impact of the 3% stress test, your debt to income limits, ongoing debt repayments, and required living expenses to work out your overall borrowing capacity. So as you can see, there's a lot more to it than just looking at salary, and understanding these factors can help you better prepare for a loan this year. But let's start with income. Let's break down what different incomes can get you in today's market. I'm using real numbers using one of the big four banks' borrowing repayment calculators. This is one the brokers use, not their online ones. And to be clear, your borrowing capacity can vary from lender to lender, but these numbers are going to give you a clear snapshot of what's possible. Let's start off with a retail worker earning about $45,000 a year. A single retail worker earning $45,000 a year can typically borrow around $220,000. It's a modest start, but it's something. The good news is if you've got two retail workers, so it's you and your partner looking at buying a home together, or maybe you and a friend living together, with a combined income of $90,000, your borrowing capacity almost doubles to $415,000. Let's assume you're a nurse earning $88,000. You know, there's a lot of overtime and shift allowances and stuff you get, but for the purpose of this, let's assume it's a base salary. You could be borrowing around $444,000. That's obviously going to open up a lot more options than a retail worker.